Hello, I'm Thomas Lloyd. This is Top Mexico Real Estate. What are digital nomads? Where did they come from? And if I own Mexican real estate property or am I about to purchase a property down in Mexico, what are the opportunities with a digital nomad and a property down in Mexico? So, what exactly are the digital nomads? Now, these are workers who are able, with the technology now readily available, they don't need to go to a physical office or a physical location in order to produce their responsibilities. These are people that are able to have meetings from long distance, and it's not required for them to go to weekly or monthly meetings in a physical location. They're also able to do international work activities while living in a different country. And with these responsibilities, it gives them an extensive travel liberty to go visit other countries and explore the world. Some of the facts and trends that's been going on in the last few years are 42% of the digital nomads, they are millennials. And that's an age group of 25 to 40. The average age is about 32. And what's interesting here is that in 2018, there was 4.8 million people who described themselves as a digital nomad. And in less than 2 years, in 2020, that number just exploded and it went up to 10.9 million. And in 2035, it continues exploding, and it is projected that it's going to get up to 2 billion people working as a digital nomad. Now, during 2020, one of the things that really sparked, or the main spark of this new trend, was the pandemic. Companies and the workforce, they were forced to have to work from a remote location, from their home, from their little home office. But to the surprise of many of the companies, the productivity continued and in many cases even increased. It increased to the point that today there's been several large companies that have now announced they're going to continue these positions and offering these positions of remote working. Companies such as Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, etc., etc. So other interesting facts about what's going on with digital nomad is 48% of them in a survey that we've been studying, 48% have mentioned that they are earning $75,000 or more. And the nomads, they're choosing to not only work out of the city or out of the state, but they're choosing to go internationally to go and work. They're choosing places where the cost of living is reduced compared to their home country. Home countries normally being Canada, United States, or European countries. So it used to be that when you finish college, or sometimes a few people between high school and college, they wanted to go out and explore the world. They wanted to go to a different region and just backpack and travel. Now, with this new technology that is available, the people are able to do this and yet continue working with all the technology now available with Google Meets and Zoom meetings and the responsibilities being able to do it from a simple laptop or iPad. Where are some of the countries that there's a big influx of digital nomads? Indonesia, Thailand, and Mexico, our area of interest. So, what makes Mexico so attractive to a digital nomad? Now, some of the positive features that people, the digital nomads, have been finding in Mexico, and this is from surveys, is the number one thing they're looking for in the region that they're going to is a solid infrastructure of internet. They need easy public transportation. The cost of living is an important item for them to choose where they're going to go explore and continue working. Amazing weekend destinations. This is the part of the nomad that The reason he wants to travel the world is he wants to explore and learn new cultures, tourist sites. The other thing that they're looking for are co-working areas. They want to be able to go. Normally, it's a single person going to a different city, international city. But once they get there, they want to continue meeting other like-minded people. They want to be able to go and enjoy the weather. The majority want warmer weathers or tropical areas where they can experience and enjoy working and exploring. Now, what about the negatives? The top five, they don't want to go to a place where there's a lot of traffic, a lot of pollution. They're avoiding that. They want to learn the new culture. They want to experience new cultures. So they're trying to avoid places. It's another repeat of a Miami or Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Chicago. They're trying to avoid another type of cities and that such, and they're looking for more authenticity. Obviously, they're going to avoid countries or regions where there's very slow internet. It'll make their responsibilities impossible. And again, the safety they want to avoid. They want to go to places where it's safe to be visiting and enjoying. What do the digital nomads, what are they looking for? Once they've decided which city, what type of property, what are they looking for? One in the surveys is a good Wi-Fi, number one. Two is a good work atmosphere. Remember, these people are going to be working 8 hours, 5 hours a day. So they want a nice, comfortable, quiet zone where they can get their productivity out. A good workstation with good views is a huge plus. Fully equipped kitchen. Remember, these people aren't coming down to tourists. They're not coming down to go visit every day of the week to go out to a restaurant or to the cafes. But the majority of the time, they're going to be Monday through Friday. They're going to be working and living and cooking for themselves. Washer, dryer, television, balcony with views. Those are important little items that are big pluses when a nomad is choosing between properties where he's going to rent. The location, always factor in anything. Location being close to cafes and restaurants, walking distance. Also close to cultural sites where they can go visit on the weekend. That curiosity, the exploration needs, the nomads is fulfilled by going on weekend trips and close to public transportation. Those are some of the items that you should be looking for in your property or as you're deciding where to invest in a Mexican real estate property. Okay, tips on how I can find opportunities. If I have a Mexican real estate property and I want to tap into this exploding segment, some of the tips that we can share with you. I want to remind you, remember that this profile is exploding. In 2 years, it went from 4.8 million, and in 2 years, it's now at 10.9 million, and in the next decade, going to continue exploding. So choose a property, number one, with a good location. That's obvious. Good location. Look for those views, unique views. It doesn't have to be a view to the mountain or a view right onto the beach. It can be other views, a beautiful street, a beautiful park, a beautiful green areas, or down a Mexican colonial street, authentic postcard views. That's what would be a very big plus. Balconies, if it includes a balcony, those would be other good pluses if you have it on the checklist. Close to attractions and or public transportation. Within 3 blocks, that would be a good advice that we can share with you. 2, ensure that you have the top of the line internet available in the neighborhood, in the house or condo that you are about to invest into. Once you have the property, if it doesn't include it yet, continue investing into a fantastic workstation. Find a workstation, a desk that is put right in front of a window looking down onto amazing views, or even onto green areas. Continue investing into the kitchen. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge kitchen. Remember, these are most likely single people. So a smaller kitchen is fine, but just give an amplitude of microwaves, refrigerators, a mixer, blenders, a cafe, coffee machines. All of this are big pluses to include into your rental property. 5 would be hire an experienced property manager, concierge. You want to pamper these renters. Not that they're going to need hands-on continuously, but you do want that TLC to get them into the front door and then sign that contract. 6, advertise. Dive in a little bit, study it, advertise. You just invested into a rental property and you have a big focus on digital nomads. So continue looking. You now have a perfect product to sell, to rent. Now, Airbnb is a fantastic place. Remember, these are digital nomads, so they know how to surf. You want to appear. They know how to surf on the internet, so you want to appear readily visible in various sites. Airbnb, other sites such as Nomad X, Anyplace, and Flatio. These are 3, but there's more than 25 different websites where you could be renting your property throughout the world. So, as you notice, this digital nomad is an increasing and very interesting target market for your properties that you're about to invest into. One, their population is continuing to explode over the next decade. It's going to continue. So you want to keep a close eye on this. 2, they will continue seeking unique destinations, less expensive. Cost of living is a factor that they're looking at. Warm regions. And 3, you want to focus on, in order to tap into this market, you want to make sure internet is top of the line, and 2, a good workstation, comfortable workstation. Those little details will make the difference to get you a higher occupancy rate. Okay, if you have any further questions regarding digital nomads, Mexico real estate, please give us a call, write to us by email, or send us a text. We would love to hear from you and to continue talking with you and planning out a good strategy for your purchase down in Mexico real estate. I'm Thomas Lloyd. This is Top Mexico Real Estate. We make it happen. Hasta luego.